Hey, what's up? It's Triggy, and today we're going to be building a fly-through bird feeder. There's not a ton of materials that we need for this build. We'll need some wooden square rods, I'm going to cut these myself, and any sheet wood you have around for our roof. We'll also need some shims and 1/4-inch dowel. We'll start by cutting out square rods. For this design, you'll want 2 pieces cut to 1.5 inch by 3/4 inch by 9.5 inch, 2 pieces of 1.5 inch by 3/4 inch by 11.5 inch, and a whole lot of 3/4 by 3/4. This process would be easier with a table saw, of course, I just don't have one. Now we'll file and sand the edges of the 3/4 by 3/4 pieces, and I'll give everything a first dusting of paint. Then we'll cut the dowel into 2-inch pieces. Make at least 20. Now we want to cut 2 7 by 13 inch panels from our sheet wood. To make a frame for our roof, we'll cut 4 pieces of 1.5 by 3/4 inch wood at a 45-degree angle so that the inner length is 6 inches and the outer length is 7.5. And you know what? Let's cut 45 degrees into the other side too. Now we can start tiling the roof with these shims. I found they stack best with a thicker end facing down. We'll just glue these into place with some wood glue. While those set under some bricks, we'll start putting the house's frame together. The bottom will be a rectangle made from our 9.5 and 11.5 inch pieces. We'll drill a guide hole for the screw and a larger shallow hole so we can countersink the screw flush with the frame. Then we'll glue it and screw it. After repeating for the rest of the frame, we can start drawing out where we want to drill holes for the dowel. I found that 1.5 inch spacing looks good. We'll grab a drill bit that matches the diameter of the dowel and drill a few shallow holes. Then we'll drill a deeper hole at the corner of our frame and on the bottom of a 3/4 by 3/4 by 5.5 inch post. We'll connect these right away with some glue and dowel. Then we'll add glue to the shallow holes and add dowel here as well. The hole is just there to account for small variations in the height of the dowel pieces. If one is slightly shorter, it'll sit towards the top of the hole. If it's slightly longer, it'll sit deeper. We use a 3/4 by 3/4 by 11.5 inch piece for the banister and glue it into place. And we'll do all of this on both sides. While that sets, let's attach the roof frame with some dowel and glue. I accidentally made my posts way too long to start, so here I'll cut them down to 5.5 inches using a Dremel. To keep the posts from bending towards each other, I'll place some spacers between them. Then I'll glue and screw the roof frame. And fill the screw holes with some dowel. After sanding those flush, we can add a coat of paint. Now we can attach the roof. I'm holding the roof in place with a piece of tape while I glue and screw it into place. And actually I've decided it would be nicer to hide the screws, so I'll pry up the corner shims, re-screw, then glue a new shim in place. Then we'll drill holes and screw in some eye screws. This will both help affix the roof and give us a mounting point for some cord, which we'll tie on and glue firm with some super glue. The last thing we need to do is add some mesh where we can put the birdseed. I'll trace out the border of the feeder and bend and cut some aluminum mesh into a simple box shape. This fits right into the frame, and as long as you're using a softwood, we can push in some thumbtacks to secure it in place. And there you go, we have successfully built a lovely fly-through bird feeder. That's all for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.